everybody, and welcome to another episode of Rob's World of Boxing. Let's get it. Alright, I want to get to this fight night recap video. The fight that transpired Saturday, August 13th, 2022. It was on ESPN, ESPN Plus. It was a top rank event. Top ranked Bob Arum, all those guys. The main event was Teofimo Lopez versus Pedro Campa. It came on 10 p.m. Eastern Time. 10 p.m. Eastern Time. It was coming from Las Vegas, too. They fought in Las Vegas. All right, let's jump into the undercard. The first fight I seen was a 4-round contest at lightweight. Lightweight is 135 pounds, if you didn't know. It was between Sheehy and Juan Castaneda. Sheehy was 3-0 with 3 KOs. Juan Castaneda was 2-0 with 2 draws, no KOs. All right, I came in on a fight on the 3rd round, no lie. But so I didn't really see, and it was only a 4-round fight, so I didn't really see much of the fight. I only seen the last 2 rounds. But what I did see, she did a good job. But he needs to he could have went to the body more to get his opponent out of there from what I seen. But nonetheless, man, he was, he put on a good show, man, and got the win. A unanimous decision win too. One judge having it, all 3 judges having it 40-36. So had him winning every single round. Sheehy. Good job, Sheehy. Putting on for San Francisco. All right, let's get to the next undercard fight I seen. It was a 6-round contest at junior welterweight. Junior welterweight is 140 pounds, if you didn't know. It was between Esteban Minos and Omar Rosario. Esteban Minos was 6-1 with 4 KOs. Omar Rosario was 7-0 with 2 KOs. All right, Kenny Bayless was actually the referee in this fight. It kind of surprised me, to see him, because he's one of the greatest referees of all time. But it kind of surprised me seeing him as a ref in the undercard fight. But nonetheless, man, they got some good experience with a good ref. So yeah, Kenny Bayless was the ref. But all right, let's jump into the contest. It was a back and forth contest with Minos, body work. Putting in a lot of good body work against Rosario. I seen it affecting Rosario, but not, to the point where, he was going to stop boxing and stop doing what he do, which was winning him the fight, and which won him the fight. All 3 judges scoring a unanimous decision win for Omar Rosario. One judge had, all 3 judges, again, having it 58, agreeing. Having it 58-56, all 3 judges. Sorry about that. For your winner, Omar Rosario. Good job, Omar. All right, let's get to the next fight on the card. It was a 6-round contest of featherweight. Featherweight is 126 pounds, if you didn't know. It was between Dangelo Fuentes and Duke Reagan. Dangelo Fuentes was 7-0 with 4 KOs. Duke Reagan was 6-0 with 1 KO. All right, Duke Reagan, he's a 2020 U.S. Olympian. He won the silver medal in the Olympics. So yeah, man, I was excited to see what he could do against another undefeated fighter. Because as you know, when both fighters are undefeated, somebody gotta go. And yeah, man. Let's jump into the contest. Duke got clipped actually in the 2nd round, man. After in the 1st round, boxing well and looking good. In the 2nd round, came out and got clipped with a left hook. He actually got wobbled a little bit. I was like, oh shit, nah, Duke. Right after he was said on the how they flash to the little, you do your little interview and then you be right there by yourself like I am right now, and he talking Yeah, basically, yeah, they had flashed of that, and he was saying like, yeah, man, everybody else in my division trash. All the top guys trash. You know what I'm saying? Right after they said that, cuz hit him, bow. Why would he? I'm like, oh shit, man, don't speak too soon, man. You might be, jumping ahead of yourself, man. But shit, nonetheless, man, he regained his composure, man, and got back on his bike, man, and started, boxing. But man, yeah, this was a competitive fight, man, the whole way through. Duke was eating some right hands, man. He got to learn how to keep his defense tighter, no lie, and because he will get hit. And when he's a boxer like how he is, with not much power, he has 6 wins, 1 KO. He can't afford to get hit like that, man, because it only take one, and he can't really come, get up and make it up. So he gonna have to really work on his defense. All right, man. Duke Reagan actually got wobbled again in the 5th round, man. In the beginning of the 5th round, I was like, Jesus, goddamn. And you know what I'm saying? Like everything I just said about his defense, man, he gotta keep that shit tight, because you cannot be a boxer getting hit like this, bro. You cannot. Yeah, man. Nonetheless, it was a good showing from Duke Reagan, man. He got the win, pulled it out. Actually, it wasn't a good showing, man. It was okay showing. I mean, his boxing, he boxed well. He came out initially looking good and aggressive, but as I stated, man, he got caught more times than I would have liked in that fight. And even though he regained his composure, I still don't want to see him get caught like that. But nonetheless, man, it was a unanimous decision win for Duke Reagan, man. 2 judges having it 58-56, and the last judge having it 59-55 for your winner, Duke Reagan. Good job, Duke. All right, let's get to the next fight on the undercard. It was a 6-round contest of middleweight. Middleweight is 160 pounds, if you didn't know. It was between Troy Isley and Victor Tony. Troy Isley was 6-0 with 4 KOs. Victor Tony was 6-1 with 1 draw, 5 KOs. Troy Isley is a 2020 U.S. Olympian. Troy Isley, 2020 U.S. Olympian. I don't know where I think he got knocked out in the quarterfinals. Don't give me the line, though. Do your homework if you're really that interested. But all right, Victor Tony, he actually works every morning at 6 a.m. doing jackhammer work. He said he'll go to work, and then when he get off, he'll go to the gym, work out, get it in, and, train. So, man, he's a working man. But and he's actually the cousin of James Toney, man. So, Hall of Fame boxer James Toney. So, he has a boxing pedigree in his bloodline. But, all right, let's jump into the fight, man. It was a good fight. Tony was actually very awkward in there, man. He had a herky-jerky style. He had an upright style. He would take his head off the line often after throwing a punch. He had a good awkward style, no lie. It was hard to gauge for Troy Isley. You could tell Troy Isley was getting kind of frustrated in there with Victor Tony's style. And you can also tell Victor Tony had some power, because Troy Isley just wasn't throwing combinations recklessly. He was thinking in there, All right. But Troy Isley could have put more pressure on Tony, no lie, to push the issue more. And he could have went to the body more, in my opinion. And maybe he would have got the knockout. But nonetheless, he put on a good showing, and he scored a unanimous decision win versus Victor Tony. One judge having it 60-54, and the last 2 judges having it 59-55 for your winner, Victor Tony. He wished. Troy Isley. Advancing his record to 7-0 with 4 KOs. He didn't get the knockout, but he still got the win. All right, let's jump into the next undercard fight I want to talk about. It was an 8-round contest at junior lightweight. Junior lightweight is 130 pounds, if you didn't know. It was between Andres Cortez and Abraham Montoya. All right, Andres Cortez was 17-0 with 10 KOs. Abraham Montoya was 20-3 with 1 draw, 14 KOs. All right. Cortez was relentlessly stalking Montoya the whole fight, man. That's his style. He would come forward, just all night. Montoya was landing some nice counter punches though every now and again. I ain't gonna lie. And Montoya would Montoya would not stop smiling. I'm like, why does he keep smiling? He get his ass beat. He just a smiling ass, nigga, man. I ain't gonna. He just a smiling ass nigga, man. I don't know. But nonetheless, man, Montoya has some heart there, man. He has some heart. But Cortez actually stumbled Montoya in the 6th round with a nice right hand when they was exchanging, and Montoya actually stumbled against the ropes. I feel like it should have been called a knockdown because the ropes actually held him up. You could see the ropes holding him up, but it wasn't. Yeah. But nonetheless, man, it was a good showing for you. Andres Cortez, man. He's a good pressure fighter. He's going to be a problem for some guys at 130 pounds. He might be the cream of the crop at 130 pounds after Shakur Stevenson leaves, man, because not a lot of dogs at 130 pounds, no lie. But yeah, all right, Andrew Cortez scored a unanimous decision win. One judge having it, all 3 judges having it 79-73 for your winner, Andres Cortez. Good job, man. All right, let's jump into the next undercard fight. It was an 8-round contest at featherweight. Featherweight was 126 pounds. If you didn't know, it was between Jose Vivas and Eddie Valencia. All right. Well, I'm not going to talk about this fight too much. I actually used this fight as an intermission fight. No lie. Because it was the last fight before the main card. So I'm like, yeah, let me go get all my shit in order and move around, refreshing my drink. And, yeah. All right. But, all right, Jose Vivas was 21-2 with 11 KOs. Eddie Valencia was 19-7-6 with 7 KOs. Like I said, all right, I use this fight as an intermission fight, so we ain't going to talk about it at all. But I did see Jose Vivas scored a split decision win in that fight versus Eddie Valencia. So good job, man, getting back on the winning track. All right, let's get to the co-main. It was an 8-round contest at junior middleweight. Junior middleweight is 154 pounds, if you didn't know. It was between Xander Zayas and Eliza Esperadas. This was Puerto Rico versus Mexico, man. All right. Xander Zayas was 13-0 with 9 KOs. Eliza Esperadas was 22-4 with 15 KOs. All right, let's jump into the contest. It was a first round. Xander Zayas scored a first round knockdown versus Esperadas. He hit him with a counter left hook. And that's the first round, man. As soon as he came out, dropped him. As I told you, Xander's a dog, man. He might be one of the best 154-pounders right now today. No lie. I say Charlo, man, man. Xander top 5, right? I ain't gonna go down the list, but Xander top 5. All right, second round was a slugfest, man. Xander going for the KO, you could tell. But he was getting caught in some 50-50 exchanges that I didn't like, man. I feel like he could have used his jab and set up those, knockout punches better than just jumping in the 50-50 exchanges like that, man. But this was Xander's first or second fight this year. So he was kind of anxious in there. He was supposed to fight on Puerto Rico Day, and on the Puerto Rican Day in New York, on the Puerto Rican Day parade. But I guess he came down with some kind of throat soreness or something like that in Australia, so he couldn't fight. So you could tell, man, he was itching to fight. He was itching to get in there, man, because he was in those exchanges, man. But all right, Xander started beating on Esperadas in the third round, no lie, man, with some nasty combos, some hard combos too, man. He was hitting that nigga hard as hell. Fourth round, Xander's eyes actually got warned for low blows. He was spraying kind of low there, hitting Esperadas, in the man region. All right, 5th round, KO for Xander Zayas, man. A nasty right-hand hook while his opponent was pulling out like 10 seconds into the round, man. And, yeah, man, he caught him. Bow! And it was all she wrote, man. He put him down in front of all those people, man. Xander Zayas is back. I feel like, yeah, man, he's ready for the top guys at 154 pounds. Like I said, he is, I'm gonna go out there on the record. He is one of the best 154 pounders right now today. No lie. I feel like he's ready for fucking Tony Harrison and Liam Smith. You know, somebody of that caliber, man. I wouldn't say a Charlo or the top 3 guys right now, but anything under top 3, I feel like he's ready for that. And they need to get him in there with him. And I feel like a Xander Zayas, yeah, he is a top 5 154 pounder. Yeah, man, but good job, Xander Zayas, man. Good showing, man. He's the future of boxing, man. All right, but let's jump into the main event. All right, it was Teofimo Lopez's comeback fight at 140 pounds. 140 pounds is junior welterweight, if you didn't know. It was a 10-round contest, as I stated, between Teofimo Lopez and Pedro Campa. Teofimo Lopez was 16-1 with 12 KOs. Pedro Campa was 34-1 with 1 draw, 23 KOs. All right, hold up. Let's set the mood for this shit. All right. Teofimo Lopez. All right, I think I already stated the records. All right, well, this was his comeback fight. Let's jump into this motherfucker. I know I said in my pre-fight videos that Teo was going to score a 4th round KO. But as I was watching this fight, leading up to the fight, I was thinking, I couldn't help but to think, from all Teo's comments that he was saying and all this and all that, I think I've heard him say he's the greatest of all time. I'm like, man, this man is delusional, blood. He be tripping. What is he talking about? And I don't be knowing what the hell Teo be talking about. He is, yeah, man, He's a special child. He's a special child. But yeah, man, I was like, man, Teo might lose. And he said he only sparred for 2 weeks leading up, to the fight. That's what really got me. I'm like, he sounded delusional. Then he said he only sparred for 2 weeks leading up to the, man, Teo, man, you might lose. I don't know. I don't feel like that's enough. That's what everybody was saying, too. All the other boxers were like, he only sparred 2 weeks leading up. What the hell? But yeah. All right. Let's jump into the fight, man. Tony Weeks was the referee in this fight, man. He's a Hall of Fame ref, man. Tony Weeks. All right. Round 1. Teo was looking patient, boxing intelligently, unlike the Cambosos fight. He was looking good and controlled in there, man. It was a good round for Teo. So I gave the first round to Teofimo Lopez. Round 2. Teo started to get caught, no lie. Campa, constant pressure was making Teo think too fast for his liking, you could tell. It looked like he was in there, trying to think and, get his feet underneath him, get his wind and all that. And Campa was just coming forward constantly, not giving him enough time. So I gave round 2 to Campa. Round 3. Teo landed some clean shit, but it didn't seem to be affecting Campa like it was affecting fighters at 135 pounds, man. He might have to go about getting his knockouts a different way at 140 pounds, man. But he can still get them, but he's going to have to go about it a different way, breaking his opponent down instead of just one hard punch. All right, but nonetheless, I gave round 3 to Teofimo Lopez. Round 4 might have been Teofimo's best round up until that point in the fight. He had a nice rhythm, and he was throwing some nice combos, man. He was, on his footwork shit. When Teo, on his footwork and moving around, bouncing, that's when Teo's at his best. He was on that round. So, I gave round 4 to Teofimo Lopez. Round 5. It looked like Teo took this round off, no lie. As I stated, it looked like he was kind of gassed in the second round, early on in the fight. So in the 5th round, I think he was probably, just winded at this point. So he was trying to, get ready for the 6th round. So I gave, and in the course of that, Campa was outlanding Teo. So I gave round 5 to Campa. All right. Round 6. Teo head movement was masterful, no lie, making Campa miss 5 and 6 punch combos consistently in that round and countering after, man. He was coming with some crazy shit and then coming with upper. I'm like, ooh, Teo, you looking like the Matrix. Is that Teo or Neo? Man, he was looking crazy in there. But good job, Teo, that round, man. So I gave round 6 to Teofimo Lopez. Round 7. In the opening moments of the round, Teo knocked down Campa with an up jab, out of nowhere. I told Teo fucking fast twitchies, man, is crazy. He's a crazy athlete. But yeah, he got him with an up jab, man. Right. Teo ended up finishing off Campa later in the round, man. Really started feeling himself, coming with some crazy footwork and punches. But beautiful shit. It was crazy, but it was beautiful. I guess Tony Weeks had seen enough, man, and he stopped the fight, man. In the 7th round, scoring a 7th round TKO win for your winner. Teofimo Lopez, man. He's back. Backflip it all. Backflip after the fight and everything. Announcing he's back. His dad back too. Been back to it. What he had on a motherfucking gold tracksuit, a gold motherfucking, what was it? Sequence tracksuit. That motherfucker was crazy. He's a character too. But yeah, man. All after the fight, he was talking about he actually asked Oscar De La Hoya and Arnold Barboza Jr. to come to the fight. They was in the front row, man. And he was actually supposed to fight Arnold Barboza Jr. before he fought Campa, but I guess he wasn't ready for Arnold Barboza Jr. He wanted to take a more lighter touch in Campa. But, they were indeed at the fight in the front row. After the fight, they were asking him about, they didn't even ask him about Arnold Barboza Jr. I was like, why didn't I ask him about Arnold Barboza Jr.? But they asked him about Ryan Garcia, which he stated he'll fight Ryan, but he don't really want to fight Ryan if he don't have to, because Ryan doesn't have anything to offer, was his reasoning. He said he was trying to become a champion at 140, and he feel like his best way to do that is fighting Zepeda. And if he can't get Zepeda, he wanted Regis Progress. He has his eye on those two guys at 140 right now. And man, I feel like those are some pretty solid opponents for him. Get his feet wet at 140 pounds. I feel like Progress is he a dog, man. He might be a little bit more than you could chew at 140. And Zepeda, he's a nice competitor at 140 for him too. But I feel like Arnold Barboza Jr., man, he nice, man. He might be. All them guys at 140 kind of nice. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't giving 140 enough credit. They don't have like one great guy, but they got a lot of good guys. And man, I'm looking forward to Teo fighting those good guys. But nonetheless, man, it was a good comeback fight for Teofimo Lopez. Good comeback fight for Xander Zayas. It was a good card overall. For ESPN, which ESPN does. They put on good cards. And as I stated, Bob Arum is the guy. But yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, all that shit, people. Rob's Road of Boxing. Yeah.